Well everyone, here we are for another new bike build update video. If you're new here or you have no idea what I'm talking about, hit the playlist in the corner of the screen right now to check out the previous videos in this new bike build series where I'm bringing you guys along for the entire process of gathering parts and then building an entire brand new bike. So with that being said, check out the previous videos if you've missed them, because there's a couple updates in this one that you may want to see the previous videos for, especially for a couple of them to make sense. So on that note, I have no idea what episode number this is. I'm done trying to keep track. But with that being said, let's get right on into it. We're gonna update with one of the very first things that we've talked about in the videos, and that is the Alienation Tin Man front hub. You might be asking yourself, why are we doing another update on this thing? Why are you talking about it again? And that's because the finishing touch has been put onto this hub. If you guys might remember, I polished this thing. I de-anodized it. You can see the polished hub here. I took all of the anodizing off of it, polished it in a previous video, and now I've even got the logo lasered back into the hub. You can see it right here. And I actually have video of it happening, so we'll roll that right now. Is that like a laser of it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sure. Alright, we're gonna start burning.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Focus, please. That's pretty good. Pretty cool to see that lasering process, isn't it? It's a very, very quick process once you get it all set up. But if you guys look close at this thing, I mean, I swear it looks like it could have came from the factory this way. The logo is in there just like it was whenever it was black. It's about the same size. I'm just genuinely proud of the way that this hub turned out, and I'm excited to get it laced. I would have had it laced already, but one, I feel like the universe was saying, hey, you need to do this update video showing the close-up to the camera, because if I had laced it, I wouldn't have been able to do that. And two, I kind of got the wrong length spokes for the front end. I got the same length spokes for everything, not thinking that this might be any different. So speaking of spokes and lacing, we'll set this hub aside here, make sure the logo's facing forward. You guys remember, this past Tuesday, I made a first look and overview of the Alienation Venus Free Coaster Hub. A free coaster hub that has the planetary clutch inside of it from the planetary hub from Free Night, same as the BSD Revolution. Except this version, I actually got to help design and I named it myself. Got it laced up, spokes are tight enough. I might have to go around and tighten them a little bit more, but I took 3 hours or something like that to true this thing, and I'll show you why. You can see here, it's very straight. Give you another preview of the sound. And a preview of the Free Night planetary clutch internals that are inside this thing if you haven't seen them. What it means is that you go forward, you're cassetting, then you can immediately free coast backwards. That kind of hurt. That's why I hesitated. Forward, backward. I'll keep my finger on the driver since you can't see it. It's not catching or anything. That's how these hubs work on the inside, and I am so excited to have this thing built up. I think it looks amazing. But man, I am just genuinely proud of this as well with how this turned out. And I'm excited to get this on the front and this on the rear. You guys think it's gonna look good? I do. I really, really do. And I am so pumped on it. Actually, why am I setting this aside? I'm so bad about that. We'll keep that in front of me here. Set the bolts aside. We've got another update. This video is full of updates, but I promise there is something new coming at the end of it that we haven't shown yet. So, come back up here with the reveal. Oh, some paper in a bag. Yay. And a black sprocket. So you guys might remember also recently I uploaded a video unboxing and showing sprockets potentially new sprockets for my new bike build. And I gave you guys the choice between the M804 that I have in my hand, painted or anodized black, and the M line that is currently on my bike. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm going to go and try and foo-fanoo the sub-rail at Worcester potentially today, and I have a feeling it's going to hit that sprocket and make it not pretty. So we'll see how this pole turns out and what I end up putting on my bike. But I told you guys that I wanted to try and anodize this sprocket or paint it or something, and another reveal here shows that it is now black. You can look a little closer and see that there's like a crazy acid rain type looking texture to it in the paint, or whatever you want to call this. It turned out pretty cool, and I actually think that that acidy whatever looks good. I'm not upset by it being not solid black, and I definitely would be stoked to throw this on my bike. So we'll see how that pole turned out. By this time of you seeing this, you might know, but if you haven't, go over and vote in the poll in the community tab so that you guys can impact what parts I'm putting on my new bike. It's between this and the M line, like I said, and there's a poll live in the community tab for you guys to vote on which one I put on my bike. The updates are coming together here. The hubs, the sprocket. I'm genuinely stoked for how this new bike build is coming along, and I feel like there's a few of you guys who are excited to see the bike done. I'm super excited as well. Another thought that I was thinking about is whether or not I want to use the plastic hub guard on here or put on the chromoly one that I have on my bike now, or another one that I have that I can put on. I'm not entirely sure I'm sold on plastic hub guards for like 180 pegs on ledges. I feel like it might break instantly. I'm willing to try it, but I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts as well. And with that being said, I feel like that wraps up the updates, and we should probably get to something new, shouldn't we? I've got another new part for the bike build. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You guys guess what this is? Oh, I show you this part. Ha! We got a brand new pair of Nowhere BMX street treats that are totally wrapped up in saran wrap. How funny is that the bars are wrapped in saran wraps, and I'm going to do saran wraps on them eventually. With that being said, let's fast forward through unwrapping these things, and also right after that or before it, we'll and with that being said, let's show a clip real quick from the Pittsburgh video where I'll show you a quick clip and preview from when I was in Pittsburgh and met up with Carl, and I actually got these bars because he handed them to me when I wasn't expecting it at all. It was kind of a cool clip. And then after that, we'll time lapse or speed through unwrapping these things so you guys can get a look. And here we go. Boom. Oh, baby. A fresh set that needs cleaned because I had the saran wrap on there. Either way, fresh set of Nowhere BMX street treats. Let's take a look from the top down camera at some details. The sticker fits that thing perfectly, and I actually love the look of that sticker. And something I gotta say about these is a shout out to Carl Hinckley and Nowhere BMX, because these were originally yellow or green, and when I asked him if he had any in 9.5 left, any 4-piece, because he's waiting on bars, he said he could re-powder coat a set of bars for me, and that's what he did. So I gotta give a thank you and shout out to Carl Hinckley and Nowhere BMX, and check them out if you haven't yet. I'm stoked to have a new pair of these for my new bike, and if you guys thought I was gonna ride anything else, once again, you're kidding yourself. On this note though, look at these bars. These, like I said, are 9.5-inch rise. The up and back sweep on them is 10 degrees of back sweep, 2 degrees of up sweep. Conventional bars. They are extremely wide right now, as you can see. I'm going to be cutting them down, and I think I might try 27.5 for my width, just so I can maybe make bar spins come around a little quicker and easier than the 28.5 that I have on my bike. And there's certain times where I feel like my bars are just too wide, like on X-Ups sometimes. It's just, I don't know, it's a feeling I'm having, so I'm gonna probably try it out on these ones, and I'm stoked to do so. So there we have another new bike build update. This time, new bars, potential sprocket, the Alienation Tin Man front hub is now complete. Let's take another look at that logo because, man, I'm so happy with the way this turned out. It could have turned out janky. I could have not put as much work as I needed to into it, but I did. And I'm very proud of my work here. The Venus Hub is now built up to a Vandal rim, which I should have added before. Spoke length, 184 millimeters. I was going to say inches. But that being said, I'm very excited about this update because these are bigger pieces to the puzzle that mean that the bike is really coming together. So check out the other bike build videos if you haven't seen them yet. Thank you to Alienation, Brimstone, Nowhere BMX, Brotherhood BMX for the sprockets to talk about and put on my bike. And thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. There's a few more to come, and I'm stoked for those as well. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another one because you'll be hitting the subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye.